Hi, Putin is just a robot. Before explaining that, I would like to participate and to share that it's very painful for me personally to see and to hear all that is going on with the bloodshed and all the suffering that so many refugees have to go through as a result of this chaos that's taking place in Ukraine today. But in another hand, we need to look at that from a different angle, from a deeper level, from the inner meaning as the Kabbalah would explain it. Our universe was created by the Almighty with rules, specific rules of cause and effect. In nature, it is clear for us, like the law of gravitation, cause and effect. But in life, many times we don't see the connection between cause and effect because the Almighty gave us freedom of choice to choose between good and bad, between evil and good. So therefore, the result is not immediate, because if the result would be immediate, there is no freedom of choice. So we might do one thing and the result will come 10 years later or 50 years later or in another lifetime. So therefore, everything is with cause and effect. And the laws that determines what is right and what is wrong were given as well. And the first laws that were given were the 7 laws of Noahism. One of them, which is very hard to manifest and to take place, is the law that is associated with money, when it says, don't steal. According to the Noahism laws, even taking or stealing a dime from another person has an effect that the result would be death. The sentence is death for that. In the Noahism laws, this is very severe, even more than in the laws in Judaism about money, about stealing money. So all mankind are subjected to that law. And many times, because of bad consciousness that we have, we don't think that this is very bad to step on someone else or to speak evil on another person or to take his money. It was just a quarter. Just a quarter in Noahism laws means the effect of death. This is why we see in the universe so many horrible things taking place, because we don't obey to the universal laws as the Creator dictated in this universe. So therefore, we can share our emotions or that we feel very painful that this is taking place, but on the other hand, it is not going to stop unless as human beings we will change ourselves, that we will regret the bad things that we've done and we will stop doing them, that we should behave as human beings in the most simple way of the world, but we should follow the 7 laws of Noahism. Otherwise, once in a while, an evil robot will be sent to the universe. This time, this is Putin. He is playing the role. But you know, in the history of Judaism, in the time of Exodus, in the time in Egypt, we were in exile for 210 years. We were slaves in Egypt. And the horrible dictator of that time was Pharaoh. He was a horrible dictator. And we suffered in Egypt enormously. And when we were redeemed from that suffering, we were crossing the Red Sea. And Pharaoh, with all the soldiers that were coming to kill the Israelites, they were drowning in the sea. But one. Who was that one that didn't drown? It was Pharaoh himself. Why he didn't drown? Because he made repentance. He regretted his behavior. He decided to behave according to the Noahism laws and to tell all the nations that he made a mistake and they should correct themselves, not to behave in an evil way. And he was saved. So it's not that the universe wants us to suffer or to die as a result of the consequence to our actions. The idea is to bring us to the point in which we will regret our bad behavior. This is why the dictators that are coming once in a while in the face of the universe, they are saying, I'm doing good to the universe. I'm removing the evil from the universe. They're creating chaos and bloodshed, and they're saying, I'm doing good. How it could be? Yes, it's good according to the laws of cause and effect, but this good is coming in a very horrible way. We wish that the correction of this universe will take place in a merciful way, not in a bad way. In order for that to take place, you need to change your consciousness, to understand that you are doing bad to others without even intending to do that, that you make mistakes, and the result of that would be effect. And sometimes it's such a chaos that's taking place in this universe. Without repentance of us as human beings, things are not going to change, and the Third World War will be much more horrible than the second one. The chaos that will take place will be horrible, and I'm not coming to say doom and hell and so on and to frighten you, but this is the laws of cause and effect. So therefore, if you really care for your life, instead of blaming others, rethink of what you need to correct, why it's happening to you, not from the point of view, why it's happening to me and blaming others, why it's happening to me, why I'm in that movie. Because God is just good, but the laws of the universe are the laws of the universe, and God is not going to change them because there is suffering in the universe. God doesn't want that suffering, but there are the laws of cause and effect that are determined from the time of creation. So therefore, if you care for yourself, do the inner search and change the way that you behave to others. Even though that you are a good human being, by wrong consciousness, you can do harm to others without intention even. And this is what's taking place. And if you really want to change what's going on to take place in this universe, you should share this video with others, that many people need to change their consciousness in order that things will come in a merciful way. Otherwise, what goes around comes around, and the history will repeat itself till eventually the suffering, God forbid, yes, God forbid, the suffering will help the universe to be more pure and to purify ourselves, and eventually to regret our bad actions. We don't want it that way, but this is the history till today. This is what's taking place. In order to change it in a merciful way, we must change our consciousness. God willing that we'll be able to succeed to do so, and to experience that the changes in this world will take place in a merciful way. And we are praying that no one would suffer, that no one will have to go through such chaos, not us and not anyone else in this world, in this globe. And therefore we are sending our prayers for everyone, that to be well, and God willing that the process will be in a merciful way and the bloodshed will stop immediately. Thank you for listening.